Hi, this is Clay Dixon, and joining me is Grayson Brookshire, and here we are at the KHSAA State Cross Country Meet, and we are about to go off with the girls Class 1A 5,000 meter championship, and we have the gun just went off, and Grayson, just tell us a little bit about today's race.
Well, today's race lines up pretty well. We have a lot of returners coming back from last year's top 10. Selena Mattingly will be your defending champion from last year, coming back and going to try to defend her title. You also have Kaylee and Krista Perry from Morgan County coming back. And, of course, the always dangerous St. Henry District girls looking to be the top team once again and claim that team title.
Another returner I've been watching this season is Mookie Koonman. She's won her region last week in a 2050. She's also won races at the St. Mary Invitational, McCracken County Invitational, and Graves County Eagle Classic. In her last 3 races, she's come in first place. So be looking out for her. She's from University Heights, Mookie Koonman.
That is already out to the front, Kaylee Perry. She likes to take out hot in these races, and she's done well for herself this year. She's run, I believe, mid-1930s. There was one race, we're not really sure how accurate it was, she ran 1830s, so she's definitely been tearing it up on the cross-country course this year.
Yeah, she's won races basically almost everywhere she's gone. She's only lost at Mason County Cross Country Invitational in early September, and she came in second place at the KHSAA Meet of Champions a couple weeks ago. And there you see that is Kaylee Perry from Morgan County in the lead. She's looking really strong. Looks like she's got herself about a 5-10 second gap. And behind her, that looks like Kendall Hayes from Lexington Christian. Let's see if we get a mile split right here. Like a 547, 548, 549 in that range. Chase Pack coming in. It's 556 for that was Kendall Hayes. Kendall Hayes, former runner from Woodford County. She's transferred to Lexington Christian, and she's been doing very, very well this season. She ran very well at her regional meet last week, coming in first place. So be looking out for her as well. All right. There we go, Morgan County. That's Kaylee Perry in the lead, looking really strong. She moves on to the second paddock.
Right now you can see just a little bit of the gap that she has on second place. Perry putting a big move out there at the start, just taking this from the go. So we'll see how she goes and how she handles the rest of the second paddock, where that second mile is a lot slower.
Right now your top 3 consist of Kaylee Perry with about a 10-second gap on second place. Second place is Kendall Hayes, and right with her is Mookie Koonman from University Heights, and Kaylee Waters from Walton Verona. You see her moving up a little bit. She, some of her stats, this is her first cross-country season, according to Mile Split, and she's done a 20:26 at Cates Creek Invitational, and she's looking pretty good so far in this first mile. Let's see how she holds up. We're going to move on to the next paddock in just a second.
And there's Perry out still in the lead.
She's approaching the first major challenge of today. This is the where a lot of people decide to make their first moves, or the deciding factor in the races. So we'll see how this goes. See, it's really foggy out. It's beginning to clear up just a little bit, luckily, so you can see this race. See how this affects them. It's pretty cold, about 45, maybe about 45 degrees out. You can check out official results at kytrackxc.com, as well as photos and other coverage of today's events. And about 1.5 miles in, Kaylee Perry leading from the gun, and Lexington Christian's Kendall Hayes currently.
Mookie Koonman there in third. University Heights. As they're about 1.5 miles into this race, you see all the girls lining up to attack that hill. This is where you really make your move and see how well you're going to finish on this course.
Mookie Koonman came in 7th place in this event last year with a 1947. That is her PR. She is not better that yet just this season.
Yeah, so come through in like 12:40.
3,200 meter PR of 12:25, and 1,600 5:34, 2:33 for 800 meters. So let's just take a look at the team race. We got some things developing here. We're halfway through now. It's looking like it's getting pretty close between about the top 3 or 4 teams between Villa Madonna, Lexington Christian, Bishop Brossart, and St. Henry District. Grayson said before, St. Henry, you always got to be looking out for them. They, I lost count how many state titles they've won in 1A, so always got to be looking out for them. Lexington Christian, headed by Kendall Hayes, who is in 2nd place, so every point's going to be counting here, I think. Bishop Brossart, always up there as well. Morgan County, they're going to have a good 1-2 punch with the Perry sisters, so they can always make a little bit of noise there.
She's got a big lead right now.
Haven't seen Krista Perry just yet, the younger of the Perry sisters.
I don't think it's gotten any closer.
So they are approaching, and we're about 2,700, 2,800 meters into the race now. We're getting some strung out runners. You see in the orange here, that's Selena Mattingly, your defending champion.
She won last year's state championship in a time of 18:52, so she definitely has the speed to hang up there with those top girls. We'll see if she can make a move in this second part of the race.
That big pack in front of you on the screen, that's where the team race is going to be won. You're going to see just a lot of movement there, and it's going to be very important in these last miles of the race to see just who's going to win that state title.
Second? Yeah.
We'll be moving over to the 2-mile mark in just a minute, as we got Kaylee Perry from Morgan County looking to bring home the trophy today for her first individual state title. She's got Kendall Hayes giving her chase, and Mookie Koonman from University Heights to look out for as well. I've always noticed this about Kaylee Perry, watching her race for years now. In fact, she really likes to take out the race really fast and just hang on for all she's got, and it's looking like she's doing that strategy's working very well. Looks like she's gotten a lot stronger over this past season. She's got herself about a 150-meter gap on 2nd place as she approaches the 2-mile mark.
Shaking out, keeping loose, staying fresh. Comes through the 2-mile in around 12:32. So slowed down a little bit that 2nd mile, but as you can see, she still has increased her lead on 2nd, moving very well right now.
12:42 for 2nd place, so it's looking like Kendall Hayes has stopped the bleeding. Hasn't lost any time since the 1-mile mark, but just like I said before, Kaylee Perry just loves to take it out hard and just go out there and make it a tough race for everyone.
And then closing the gap actually on Hayes is Koonman and Waters.
Kaylee Waters. She
and Walton Verona, 8th grader. So she's young, first season. She's doing really well right now, holding on to that 4th position.
According to Mile Split, she's her team's 3 runner for most of the season. She did 21:27 this past week at a regional meet. At this course, at the Lexington Catholic Invitational, she placed 25th with a time of 21:09. And, well, I mean, right now, just looking at it, she's on pace for a big PR if she keeps this up. But this, they got one more challenging hill, and after that, it's basically a downhill race from there.
As you can see, your leader, Perry, moving very well still up that final hill. All they need to do is get up this little incline right here, and then it's downhill straight into that first paddock again, and then kicking with all you got and having the crowd roar.
About to hit 4,000 meters into this race in just a minute. We're moving back over to the first paddock. It's basically a downhill stretch for your leaders right now. And back to your chase pack. It's Kendall Hayes. It looks like she's been caught by Koonman, who's in the green uniform. It looks like Waters from Walton Verona moving up on her as well. So it's going to be a race for second right now. And let's see if Perry can hang on. See if that blistering pace she set out is going to catch up to her. Again, you can check this out on krcc-tv.com, stridershigh.com. We got kytrackxc.com. Encourage you all to check all that stuff out. We're going to move over to the final 800 meters of the Class A girls state meet. And there we have battle for second right there on the screen. All right, taking you back to the finish line. It's Kaylee Perry coming in for the win with about 100 meters to go. This will be her first state title. Looking really strong coming in. The sub-20 today.
And for second, that's Waters who's made a big move from fourth to 2.
Yeah, fourth to
wow.
second.
So she put a big gap on Hayes and Koonman, and Waters comes in for your runner-up position.
It's going to be really interesting to watch her next year just because this is her first season. And, she's going to make some big improvements if she really trains hard. Kendall Hayes coming in third place, and it looks like Koonman in fourth. And coming in fifth, that looks like Selena Mattingly from Williamsburg, the sophomore. St. Henry District's first runner, that's Melia Heck. West Carter, that's the 7th grader, Elizabeth Middleton. And Trimble County's Eliza Weston coming in.
As you can see, the 400 meters worth of fans just lining up everything, so all these girls are giving it all they got coming down that final stretch, and it really helps to have all these fans out here and have all this great support.
It's going to be a really close one right now. We got about 2 or 3 St. Henry in, a couple of Walton Veronas. Bishop Rotzer has had 3 or 4 in right now, so it's gonna be a really close one. I can't add it up right now. It's gonna be too close to call as of now. So we'll update you on that in just a minute. Just looking at some of the times right now in the previous race in the boys Class A, it's looking like the course is a little bit slower this year compared to others. Last year we had some blistering times, and now it's just looking a little bit slower. I wonder if it's just some of the dew is kind of just made it around just a little bit softer, and they're not getting as much of a response.
The winning time for this race last year again was Selena Mattingly in 18:52, and as you just saw, Kaylee Perry ran 19:46 for the win. So about a minute slower, but she did get the win. She did get the win.
Defeating that, in fact. All right, we're getting some unofficial results here, and man, this is close. Very close race. In third, we're getting Bishop Brossart with 99 points. Second place, Lexington Christian 92 points, and St. Henry District 91 points. So this is really close. Just adding it up right now, St. Henry has a 5, 14, 19, 24, and 25. And Lexington Christian 3, 15, 18, 25, and 31. So basically, these girls are just finishing right in front of each other, just basically neck and neck. And even their 6 and 7 girl, St. Henry had 60 and 72, and Lexington Christian 62 and 68. So these teams are virtually the exact same. So I mean, this is crazy. we're wrapping up here. Encourage you all to check out all of the other race results and video here of the KHSAA State Cross Country Championships 2016. We'll catch an interview with the state champion for the Class A girls. That is Kaylee Perry again with a winning time of 19:46. Morgan County looking like they're going to get a top 10 finish as a team. Perry's younger sister, an 8th grader, Krista Perry, time of 20:35, finishing in 10th place today. So it's very good to have. I bet it's exciting to have your sister up there right with you, finishing on the podium. All right, we're going to be wrapping up here. Take you to the quick interview with your state title, or your state champion individual, Krista Perry.
Let's go! Come on, Lucy, now! 15 seconds, go!
Yeah.
All right, we're here with Kaylee Perry, the winner of the 1A Girls State Championship here. Kaylee, this is your first state title, right?
Yes.
So, how does that feel, first of all?
Awesome.
So just take us through your thought process today. It looked like you went right out at the start from the gun. You just took the lead. So
My strategies for all my races, I try and go out in the front and keep it, and that's kind of what I did today.
yeah. So at what point did you just realize, like, hey, I'm about to win the state title?
About halfway through, I was just like, I can do this.
All right. Any other closing thoughts on today?
I don't think so. I'm just happy.
All right.